Assalamu alaikum. Can you hear that? So basically, I've got these neighbours, and they play lots of bhangra and music and all kinds of stuff, right? In the office, and I share an office with obviously different offices in the building. So I had an interview today that I had to do on Skype, like a video interview. Check it out later on MuslimCEO.com, right? Um, and I went round there next door and I said, like 10 minutes before, 15 minutes before the interview, I said, look, I've got an interview happening in some time, and please, if you don't mind, please can you keep the volume down, this and that. He's like, yeah, no problem, like we're leaving soon anyway. So anyway, 2 hours later, they're still here, they're blasting the music. Now, it's kind of like a dilemma for me, and that's why I'm making the video, because I want to share it for you live, right? That there's a part of me that wants to go over now next door and knock on the door and be like, what's wrong with you lot, man? Like, I asked you before I did the interview to turn the volume down, you said you would, and you didn't. What are you guys playing at, right? And there's a real, like, deep desire to do that, and I think this is, like, natural when things like this happen, right? But then there's another part of me which says, well, to be honest, like, these guys are your neighbours, right? And as Muslims, neighbours have rights, and obviously they don't have a right to disturb me, but you know, the way we treat people is important. Even when you think that they're wrong, or even when they're doing something that you don't like, there's still a level of decency that we need to have. So for me, I'm thinking of not going next door, because I'm thinking firstly to preserve the rights of the neighbours, right? Secondly, make sure that I treat human beings in the correct way, but also because I'm kind of worried about myself that sometimes conflicts can arise from something that really could have been ignored. So right now, like, alhamdulillah, the interview's done. I don't know if there's any bhangra in the background and stuff, but it's done now, right? And so I could just walk away now and just go home, have a good day, carry on, right? But what's playing at me is probably the ego. The ego is saying, well, who do they think they are? You know, this office is for everyone, and they can't be blasting music and this and that. And yeah, 100% there'd be justification to do all of that, to say all of that, and I think I'd be fine to go now next door as well. And I think it's important to express yourself as well. But I've learned through my life that there's right, there's wrong, there's justice, there's wisdom as well. And so what I'm going to plan to do is actually carry on, go home, not let it affect me, don't tell myself a story. Can you hear the beeline? It's crazy. Tell myself a story about it and stuff. Actually go home and carry on. And then what I'm going to do is the next time I'm going to record, if they're still here at that time, then I'm going to go over and I'm going to tell them that I was actually recording last time, and you know, it kind of affected my recording and this and that. And so just speak to them, let them know. And at heart, we need to realize that people generally are not there to upset you or to make your life difficult and stuff like that. They're just being them. They're just doing what they do. So I just wanted to share that, because I think a lot of the times when I'm sharing videos or I'm talking about things that happened in the past, it's very easy to kind of have a hindsight view of it, and everything went well and this and that. But this is real conflict, I think, that I face, and sometimes you'll face in your life, where there's things you want to do, there's things that might cause more problems, there's things that you might abuse someone else and things like that. And so really just talk to yourself. Just talk to yourself in these instances. Try and play it out. Try and be the wise person. Think about it. Like, ask yourself, what would a wise person do in this situation? Maybe for a wise person like me, I would have booked the interview earlier. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. I hope it helps and I hope it benefits you. Jazakallah khair for watching. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.